Now on a Sunday afternoon in Northern California, MLB The Show has baseball from the Oakland Coliseum. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Minnesota Twins and the Oakland A's. Sean Murphy makes his big league debut right after this. Sean Manaea gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy wasn't too bad in his last one, Matt. Pitched all the way through the sixth inning. And listen, that's what you ask for nowadays. If you can get your starter to get you through the sixth inning and turn it over to the bullpen. He took the loss in the last one, but he actually pitched pretty well.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He will lead this one off today.
Designated hitter, Brian Dozier.
First offering on its way.
Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, Dero, you got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the playoff picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at-bats. You just will not see it at this level.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. The 1-2. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Dozier on at first, nobody out. A ball and a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-1 misses for the second ball. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. If you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters. Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
First pitch coming, here it is. And the changeup is way low that time. None out, runners at first and second. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. And it's 1-2.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, Dero?
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He went deep in the contest last night. From the belt, the pitch, fouled off. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. First and second now, 1 man out. And he misses there, 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. His career numbers against Minaya, he's gone 2 for 6. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will get foul for strike 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here's a pop-up now. Barreto settles under it near second. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And the throw's offline a bit as it gets by him at third.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or two early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Moustakas at second with 2 down. And he misses 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Boy, you know, Dero, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. A 1 pitch on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Missed with a slider.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
3 runs already home here. Hit on the ground to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Twins 3, the A's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Michael Pineda gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Thanks, Matty. Michael Pineda. A lot of people in baseball have wondered, when is this guy going to finally put it together? Powerhouse fastball with sink, 96 to 98. His best pitch, probably the hard slider. The key for him, throwing strikes early.
Digging in, Jed Lowry. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Jed Lowry.
First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
0-2 the count to Jed Lowry. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gap or with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in there.
Now the A's designated hitter, Marcus Semien. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. ready with another 2-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat, trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Pineda into his motion, coming at him with the 0-1. Popped him up. Sano in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Off the plate at 94, 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swinging a soft liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tough, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Olson. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard back up the middle. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The A's strand 1. Still down 3-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. Hit the other way out toward right field.
Heading after it is Piscotty.
1 away.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Brian Dozier. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Dozier waiting on the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Three and 0 now. The 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Now batting, right fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Rosario. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off. Dozier stands at first with one out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Joyce. 2 gone. Here's Miguel Sano.
The first baseman, Miguel Sano.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Hit on the ground out to short. And now from the air, a jump throw. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
He's set, and the pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And that misses up and in. 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Yanked fouled off to the right. 3-2 pitch. Might have swung at ball 4 there as he manages to foul this one away. Another full count pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to short. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. Twins strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes ball 1.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
The 1-0 home is in off the plate.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Drilled on the ground to short. And that's the first out.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively.
Left fielder.
And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate. And if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
Here's Matt Joyce now. He went deep last night twice. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
A ball and 2 strikes now. One out, nobody on. Here's another 1-2. Ground ball, foul down the left side.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. And he puts it on the ground to second. Escobar comes up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the 3rd from the Coliseum here on the show. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning.
Byron Buxton.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
Ready with the 0-2. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the 3rd inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, D-Roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
Digging in to try it again, Mike Moustakas stands in here after doubling home 2 in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Changeup in for a strike. Moustakas, or just Moose for short. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Buxton aboard here at first with nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
The 2-1. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this will be fouled away.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Eduardo Escobar waits on deck, making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back in standing. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Just keeping him close. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he's back easily. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Striding in once again, Eduardo Escobar. First pitch on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Escobar is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Joyce arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
0-1 count. Here it comes. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Now the 2-1. Is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. Runners are at first and second with one away. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. He loses him on ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
The next twin up are Polanco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he lays off there 1-0.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
There's a low changeup that's laid off.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitch. 3 balls and 1 strike.
He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
3-2 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is
for the lineup. Stepping in, Brian Dozier. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
The 0-1. And it's fouled away. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. And another foul ball.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
The 0-2 once more. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
In now, Eddie Rosario, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
2-0 for the Twins left fielder. Now the 2-0 home. And he fouls this one off. Called strike 2. In the air now out to left field. Beretta ranging into the outfield, and they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Here's Miguel Sano. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Here comes the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Here's the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-1 home. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Ramos, the runner at third. Polanco on second. Rosario on at first with 2 down. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Twins are out in front, 5-0. Next up for the A's, Sean Murphy. And as a former late-round draft pick, it really speaks to the hard work he's put in at the minor league level to make the opening day roster here.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Grounded to short. And that's out number 1. So with 1 gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. Striding in for Oakland, Jorge Mateo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Moustakas has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. The 1-0 home. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So some 2-out success, and the bottom of the third frame will continue.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Marcus Semien. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Pineda pauses. First pitch on its way. The cutter runs outside, ball one. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one stayed too low apparently. A runner on first with 2 away. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
The 2-2. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. The 2-2 one more time. And he popped him up. Rosario coming on, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fouled away. 2 out with the man at first. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Another full count pitch on its way. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Another full count pitch home. Gets him looking up around the letters. 1 left for Oakland. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Ready for another chance? Charlie Blackmon. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Here's Byron Buxton now. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Line drive to left. but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now pulls this one into the air out into right field. Piscotty's there for it. And the inning is over. Twins are down on 4 pitches as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. So coming to the plate, Matt Chapman, a base hit in his first trip.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. That one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And that misses for ball 4. The leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Olson. First offering on its way. There's a strike.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
The 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Chapman gets his lead at first, nobody out. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Blackman is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Here's Matt Joyce now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled to the right side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Here comes the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Slider, and this is hit on the ground out to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Twins 5 and the A's nothing. Eduardo Escobar standing in. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Second baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
0-1, here it comes. Way out in front. And here in just the 5th inning, this will be pitch number 100 here.
Boy, pitch count up near 100 right now, D-Row. And this is when you try to get to a good starting pitcher. Right now, looks like he's running on fumes.
Yeah, the manager's got to get a couple people up in the bullpen right now. One ball hits the gap. They get runners in scoring position. This game could be out of commission.
Ready for another shot now. Wilson Ramos. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And there he goes towards second. Popped him up.
In comes Piscotty.
He makes the running play. 2 down. Here's Brian Dozier now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Dozier possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. And he takes a called strike 1. Ramos leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Two and one now to the Twins leadoff man.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1 left for Minnesota, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Now at the plate, Sean Murphy. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. His path to the big leagues wasn't the most direct, but you have to give him a whole lot of credit for getting here. He has a chance to make an impression on the higher ups here in September and earn a more permanent spot on this roster next year. Murphy has been a great story in the baseball world lately. His game has taken some major strides since his early days in the minor leagues, and he's had to prove himself time and time again to get to this point. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Stepping in now, Jorge Mateo. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Hit high and deep to right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. 1 out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jed Lowry. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Lowry carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he's in safely to third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long flyout. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
Standing in, Marcus Semien. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI groundout instead.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. Look out, 2-0 now.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Pineda sets his sights. Here he comes on 2-0. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Got a piece. It's 2-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first two by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Chris Bassett will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 40, Chris Bassett.
Ready for another shot now, Eddie Rosario. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Rosario.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, first baseman, Miguel.
Ready once again, Miguel Sano. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. "5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. No contact there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. The 1-2 Got him swinging in the dirt. Murphy is after it. And the throw to first ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And it remains 5-2. Ready for another chance? Matt Olson. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth.
Olson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right side hit hard. And that is through into right field for a single.
Now batting, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
0-1, here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
1-2.
Up around the face. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Here's Matt Joyce now as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0 misses off the plate.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
The 2-0 pulled toward right center field. Buxton sprinting after it, and he makes the catch for the second out. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. No hits to this point.
Franklin Barreto.
First offering on its way. And that misses ball 1. Pineda pauses. 1-0 on its way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. The A's strand 1. And the deficit remains 5-2. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Digging in once again, Byron Buxton. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Byron Buxton.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Here's the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. And that one just missed outside. One out, nobody on. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. The 3-2 pitch. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set and the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. (5-2) our score as we play inning number 7. Left side. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. They're still out in front, 5-2. Digging in to try it again, Sean Murphy is still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunities to fail when they invest minimal money in you. It shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
3-1. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jorge Mateo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Lowry.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 home. Drilled down the line. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Up next for Oakland, designated hitter, Marcus.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he leaves, he stands to perhaps be the winning pitcher here, unless, of course, all 3 runners come around to score, in which case he'd get a no decision.
Now pitching for Minnesota, number 27.
Riding in once again, Marcus Semien. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-0 home. swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now 1 away.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
From the stretch. And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Murphy on third. Mateo over at second. Lowry at first. 1 gone. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there, as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Now pitching for the Twins.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside? Or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
2-1 to the A's first baseman. Two out, bases loaded. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 24 home runs for him on the season, and this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give him some if I could hand some out.
Up next for Oakland.
Into the box now,
Right
Stephen
fielder,
Piscotty. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 4 runs here in this half inning. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Buxton on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Matt Joyce stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Two 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
Can't let your guard down in the box. I don't care how great a hitter you are up there. You have to find a way to stay aggressive within the zone, knowing full well he's probably working around you.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 7-5 game.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Kyle Gibson takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. In now, Franklin Barreto. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there.
Now batting, catcher, Sean Murphy.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sean Murphy. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. From the stretch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Gibson comes set. Here it is on 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Buxton moves over, and that retires the side. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the A's 7 and the Twins 5. Luis Garcia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 57, Luis Garcia.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
And it's fouled away.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Mateo has it in his tracks, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Now in the box, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside, 3-0 now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he fouls this one off.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Brian Dozier. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Here's a look over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. First offering on its way. Pitch outside. The throw. Not going to get him as he swipes second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Polanco, the runner at second with 1 away. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a 1-run game now.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. Slapped hard the opposite way. Joyce will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Miguel Sano.
Stepping in, Miguel Sano. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll dive back in. First pitch of the at-bat. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
2-0 count, the pitch. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Way in front of that fastball.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
As a look, now the pitch. 3-2 now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
A runner on first with 2 away. Popped him up. Olsen is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The A's lead this one 7-6. Next up for the A's, Jorge Mateo.
Leading off for the Athletics, center fielder, Jorge Mateo.
First pitch on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jed Lowry. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Slow roller back to the mound. Played on the backhand. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
You know, D-Row, when he makes a phone call after the game to call his parents and say he had a 4-hit day, you think he's going to tell them about that infield single right there?
Oh, no, that was a line drive in the gap. We always used to say on the bench, Dan, anybody could get 3 hits in a big league game. Got to get that 4th one. That's what separates you. Those are the special moments.
He's set. Here it comes. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind an account 2-0.
The 2-0 on the way. He swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. The 3-1. Full count now. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Ground ball foul down the left side.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. He went down on strikes last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time. Lowry, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this one gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Here it is, the 3-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Now batting, first baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. A fastball that just misses inside. The 1-0 is taken, strike one. The 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A's strand a couple as they still cling to a 7-6 lead.
Your attention, Attention, please. Now pitching for the A's, number 90.
The next twin up, Charlie Blackmon. He'll be the one to lead it off, needing one to tie in the top of the ninth.
Charlie Blackmon.
First pitch on its way. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And that misses 2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside. And this is where that guy would jump on.
Swing and a little tapper. The 2-2 is on the ground to the right side and through. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the tying run is aboard here in the ninth.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he'll take a look at ball one. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And he misses again, 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
A runner at first with no outs here. Pitch, a fastball inside, and he's struggling here. It's 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Ready with the 3-0. And he missed with it. Ball four. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Coming to the plate now, Mike Moustakas, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base, nobody out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Moustakas waits on the 1-1. Changeup in for a strike.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
1 ball, no strikes to count. has a look. Now the pitch. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 2-2. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. And he'll just step on first here to take the sure out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Up next for Minnesota, Wilson Ramos, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco, has got an RBI despite an 0-for-2 effort to this point. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
And now this crowd, announced at around 22,000, comes to their feet. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Final strike for the Twins. Swing and a liner. Foul. Well hit on the line, and that'll get down into left center field. 1 run is scored. The run scores from second. It's an 8-7 game.
Boy, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to score. You're down by 1 going into the 9th. Big base hit right there gives them the lead.
Yeah, these are the knocks you remember, Dan. Coming through for the team right here. Down 1 run. Huge base hit right there. Able to drive in a pair. And now they got to lock it down in the bottom half.
Bobby Wall takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Here's Brian Dozier now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. In his career, Dozier possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. Dozier waiting on the 1-0, fouled away. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. Here's another 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Hit back up the middle. Barreto brings it in. And, oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
I'm sure the boys on the bench appreciate that, AB, right there. Grinded out an 8-pitch at bat and was able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Right-hander starts to loosen out from the bullpen now. Ramos at third. Polanco at second. Dozier at first. 2 out in the inning. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And, oh, look out as that pitch ran in and got him. And that's going to force in a run. Striding into the box, Miguel Sano. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Here now the 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him. So disaster strikes here in the 9th as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. Minnesota leads this one 9-7. Zach Britton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
53, Zach Britton.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo shot here for Stephen Piscotty. Number 21 for him on the season, as it's now a 1-run ball game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Joyce.
Here's Matt Joyce now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Joyce in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 2-0. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Franklin Barreto waits on deck. Pitch. Here's a fastball looked at for a strike. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Base is empty here with nobody out. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
The next 3-2. Grounded down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll get in there easily as the tying runs at second now with nobody out.
You think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Set and the pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And this is the case of a guy taking one for the team. I think he could have gotten out of the way of this one, but he leans into it and puts himself on board. Now he represents the winning run, so it's a good move.
Digging in, Sean Murphy, 0 for 3 on the day so far. He doesn't seem to have the idea on the major league pitching thing yet, but he could turn his day around with a hit here.
Yeah, he just needs one to fall right here. Just something to grab himself a batting average and let him relax. You're playing for everybody else but yourself at this moment, just trying to grind to get a hit.
Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
You can't ask for anything more than that. The tying run moves over to third now with only one out, so we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Jorge Mateo, as he's got a chance to be the hero. Tying run at third, winning run at second. First pitch of the at-bat, and now the runner breaks for the plate. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Barreto at third with 2 away. Now the runner's on his way home. Pitch swung on and missed. And they will put the tag on him. He's out stealing home, and this ball game is over. What a knucklehead move that was.
Man, oh man, what an amazing finish. I know it didn't work out, but I applaud them sending the runner right there. They needed a run to tie the game, and it was going to take a great play to get him, but that's just what happened. Wow, that was close, but the one-run margin stands.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. Minnesota win their 50th away from home. Kyle Gibson wins in relief for the 8th time this year. Zach Britton hammers down the save, his 42nd. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.